Nick Martin. Yes, the third pick for the San Francisco 49ers, the outside linebacker, and I have some key things.
I'm a 49er, I bleed red and gold. I've been faithful since I was 2 years old. We bout to score quick and count another ring. Being a 49er means I'm a 49er.
San Francisco 49ers. It is I, Filmo Trev, coming with you for another video about the San Francisco 49ers. Today we're talking about the third pick by the San Francisco 49ers, Nick Martin, an outside linebacker that is, let's be honest, injured. And I'm trying to figure out, honestly, in this, what made us decide to pick up a injured or injury-prone outside linebacker. I've watched the film, I've seen the stats, I've heard people say nothing but good things about him. And my question is this: would he have been there in the 5th round? Would he have been there in the 6th round? What was so good about this player that, let's be honest here, people that watch college football really was never talking about this outside linebacker? He's 6 foot, standard. He's 210, standard. What was it about him that made the San Francisco 49ers jump up to get him at the 3rd pick? Now, when I've seen the film, I can honestly say that he's bendy, he's twitchy, he's hella fast. People are saying that this is the new Greenlaw. Absolutely not. If you're watching the film, this is not a Greenlaw. This is a Navarro Bowman type player. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be Navarro Bowman for us. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is he has the capability and the speed to tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And I love to see that. And before I even get more into this video, I've learned that I'm growing on YouTube, and I appreciate the love. It means the world to me. But at the same time, they say I have to get to 1,000 subscribers. So right there, I'm gonna put it right there. If y'all can help me get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this video, you're a 49er faithful and a part of the Faithful Talk community, which that this is, where we can say anything and everything and we can discuss it in the comment section. Feel free to give me a subscribe, a thumbs up, share this with 49er faithful. Let's build this community and let's get me to 1,000 subscribers, because they said that I need to get that. And there's a couple other people out there that have been doing this that have a lot more. So if y'all could, thank you. But anyway, back to the video. When I look at his stats, and I'll pull up his stats right here. On his freshman year in 2021, he had only started 3 games, 1 solo. That's it, as a freshman at Oklahoma State. Now, let's be honest here. Oklahoma State is not a, it's a slapdick school. Like, it's a good school, but it's like, some people go to school for education, other people go to Oklahoma State. You know, it is what it is. He got injured. He didn't do nothing. Second year, freshman, again, 13 games, 10 solo, 15 combined. Nothing to hoop and holler about. I'm not seeing it. And then we jump up to his sophomore year, which we have right here. 14 games played in, 83 tackles, 57 assists, 140 combined. Okay? So when he's actually healthy, he's great. He's phenomenal. Some people say he's a 1st-round draft pick. With these numbers, he's not a 1st-round draft pick outside linebacker. I don't give a damn. When you say 1st-round linebacker, we're talking about Patrick Willis. He's not Patrick Willis-esque when it comes to the stats, okay? When you watch the film, he's not that either. So let's cool the jets. Let's be honest here, and let's be real about this pick. This could either be a phenomenal thing, or this could blow up in the San Francisco 49ers face. I'm very curious to see how this all works out, because when I look at the stats from school, from 4 years, he's injury prone. What are we going to do with another injury-prone player? And some might say in the comments, yo, Greenlaw was injured. We dealt with him. There's a couple of players that the San Francisco 49ers have drafted that have been injured. So what? Why do we keep on getting these injury-prone players? There's 1,001 linebackers out there that are not injury-prone that can give us this exact same type of production, if not better production from these stats right here that we're seeing right now. So if we're going on the stats or we're going off the eyeball test, what are the San Francisco 49ers actually going off with Nick? And I'm really curious. Like, I'm really curious. What do they see in Nick that I'm not seeing? Yes, he's bendy. Yes, he tackles behind the line of scrimmage when he's healthy. But I'm more so, for me, Is this going to be a type of linebacker that's for special teams? What was this pick? And I'm very curious to know, 49er faithful, to drop in the comments right now and let me know, what type of pick is this? Is this going to be the new Navarro Bowman? Because he will not play anything like Greenlaw. I'm telling you all that right now. This is not the Greenlaw type of a player. Greenlaw was the type of player to take your head off in a game. This is a fundamental tackling behind the line of scrimmage linebacker. These are two different types. So we have to understand the different type of linebackers that we have. You gotta remember, Fred Warner is gonna be playing middle linebacker. So he's gonna be the man getting most of the plays and most of the shine because he's directing the defensive line. So what will Nick be getting? He'll getting all cleanup stuff on the back end. So do I see him having a great year if he's healthy? And this is all off of that. Can this man actually stay healthy? And I'm gonna pull up the film right now, and hopefully you guys can actually see it right here. What I'm seeing is great first step, great agility. He bends, he can hit. I can see he has real just phenomenal speed. So when I see him, I see like you can tell that he's played running back. He's been on the offensive side of the ball. But what type of production reaction you get from someone who's been injured before? You gotta remember, this is the NFL. This isn't college. They're hitting way harder, going way faster. And my biggest red flag on this, will he stay healthy? Will he stay healthy? And if he doesn't stay healthy, why on earth would the San Francisco 49ers take him with the 3rd pick? There was plenty of other linebackers out there. I love the guy from Cal Berkeley. He went in the 5th round. You're telling me right now that this linebacker right here is better than the guy from Berkeley? And if you know the guy's name from Berkeley, please drop in the comment section, or the linebacker from Fresno, number 8. He came from USC. If you know the two gentlemen's names, please drop in the comments. I apologize for not knowing the name off the top of my head, but I know for production, those two linebackers gave way more production. But apparently Robert Saleh knows him, or knows a coach that's been coaching him, to see something that I don't see. I see that he's fast, and I love it. The San Francisco 49ers have always had a fast defense. And we've had fast defense, we've had a great defense, and we had defense to get us deep into the playoffs. So I love that. But I'm just more so curious, why at the 3rd pick? What am I not seeing? And 49er faithful, let me know. What am I not seeing? Because when I look at this film, I just see a fast outside linebacker. But we could have got that later on in the draft. I feel like there was other positions that we needed, like a right tackle, like a middle guard. We have a center that's from Michigan that we have. I believe he's on the practice squad right now. But I think he's phenomenal. I think he's going to be our starting center. But that's just my personal opinion. But I'm really curious to know, what am I missing out on? And yeah, the more and more I watch this film, I'm very impressed. He's fast. He's twitchy. He just goes off of instincts. And I like that. I like his instincts. Very good instincts. But is there more to him? Like I just don't get it. I don't see how a man that's only played, let's be honest, less than 20 games of football in college got drafted in the 3rd round. And with the 11th pick. That's a little odd, but they might see something that I don't see. So I'm very curious to recognize, figure it out, and go from there. But that's my time for this video. I want to say thank you for watching this in its entirety. I have so many questions about Nick Martin. I have so many questions that won't be answered until I actually go out there to practice and actually watch them to see what are they seeing that I don't see. What is it? What is it about this man that's so good to take him at the 3rd pick? I'm very curious. I give this pick right now a D+. And yeah, that's a little harsh, but again, he's 6 foot 210. Hasn't played a lot of football. So what am I really going off of to say this is a perfect A+ pick? I don't see it, but hey, they'll let me know. But that's my time. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please give me a thumbs up. if you're on Facebook. Give me a subscribe if you're on YouTube. Let's get me to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Right there. There's the goal right there, 49 Faithful. I trust in y'all and believe in y'all because we're going to build this community together. This community right here is for us, by us, and I'm just a person just trying to build it for y'all to talk to me. Hopefully later in the season I can take phone calls and we can have discussions about the San Francisco 49ers because I want to hear from y'all. I don't want to hear from other analysts that don't know nothing, who's getting paid by the 49ers to talk. I want to talk to the actual faithful who will be faithful long term. That's my time. Thank you again for tuning in. Until next time, next video will be about the 4th pick, Upton. Let's get in.